Hello everybody and welcome to the NASCAR Pole Cup Series Season 18 Chase for the Championship. Today we're here at 3Fourty9 in Canada for the running of the Turn of Death 500. And we still got 6 more races to go until the championship is decided. And look at this, we have an all-Walker front row. Leia is on the pole and Luke is starting also in the front row. The highest chaser starting is LaPlante in 6th. There's Garner 8th, Joseph 9th, Harple 13th. Seth Cole is locked in. He won in Vegas in 14th. Young 15th. Sachs 20th, Miles 21st. John Arnold won last time in California. He's locked in 23rd. Emery's 27th. And Pichu starts dead last. How weird. TA2 starts first and last here today in today's race. And I swear I did not change any lineup settings. I just went in the game. I simulated as always to the out of the qualifying session. Just let the game do its magic, randomize the order. And it just happens to have the walkers on the front row and Pichu having dead last. Don't know why, but well, yeah, it's randomized, so there's the rest of the chasers. We're about to get underway here at 3Fourty9. Let's fire up the engines and give out the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Cars rolling off the track, 3Fourty9. It's one of the toughest road courses in the world, even with the turn of death, which always happens to crash the race leaders almost every time. So, well, we might see that happen again. The walkers share the front row, so they're enjoying this moment while it lasts, because obviously it's not going to last very long, considering the Turn of Death's unusual history. Just 15 laps. We did 20 before, but we're going to go a little bit shorter this time to see how it goes. 15 laps. Here we go. Chase continues. Will another chaser lock his or her spot to the championship round at St. Joltis, or will we see another will we see another chaser go home? Green flag is out. Again, lowest finishing chaser goes home and is eliminated, and if a chaser wins a chase race, that chaser is advancing to the championship round at St. Joltis, regardless of where he or she finishes in the next couple races. Levi Pasco is second, breaks up the walkers 1-2. So again, I knew from the Turn of Death's 3Fourty9's history of being really unpredictable and unusual, we knew this wasn't going to last. And the 15 goes by the 17, and now we face for the first time this race the Turn of Death. Here we go. It's going to be Leia Walker, going to be the first one up against the Turn of Death. Will we see a crash, or will she get through cleanly? Here we go. The Turn of Death for the first time today. Oh, Leia spins. She crashes out. Didn't make it through on the first try, and all the others go by. Tough break for Leia, but no caution. Nobody else crashed out the Turn of Death but Leia. So the race continues. Levi Pasco, your new leader. It's not been really the best rookie season for the 48 as well. He's had some moments early on in the season, but has dropped out lately in the middle of the pack. Now he's looking for his first win in the series. We'll see if he can do it here. But this is lap 2. It's very early on, so I would not be surprised if, well, things happen. Luke is second, and Jeffrey Fidguy is third. The highest chaser right now is James Joseph in 5th, but again, they can't lock in a championship spot unless if they win the race. So Joseph's got to work a little harder than 5th place to lock himself into the next round. Seth Cole and John Arnott already, those two drivers already in the chase, already in the field. So yeah. '48 is going to come down the turn of death. Leia didn't make it, but will Levi be able to? Just barely makes it through the turn of death. One driver spins, and that's James Joseph. He's out of the race. James Joseph couldn't avoid the turn of death. He was running fifth. We just talked about him today, and it looks like the turn of death got him. Well, he's going to get back out on track, and he's going to be all right. The new leader is... No, Pasco remains the leader. They'll bring out a yellow flag. Pasco's still the leader. They'll bring the yellow out. Hopefully these guys don't get piled up like last time, because unusually drivers have been retiring, and I do not know why. Oh, I think this is why. Yeah, that must be why. Yeah, Johnny Garner got turned under yellow. I don't know why these drivers do that under the setup. But I don't want to mess up the setup, so... I don't want to mess up any AI settings so that this race doesn't become very good. So it looks like I'm going to have to deal with it. Deal with these cars. I'm going to have to deal with these cars I'm packing in each other and just... Well... Yeah, I'm going to have to deal with it. Pit stops underway as some drivers that choose to pit. Pasco's going to pit a little early. No drivers retired. They're all clean. Everybody is clean. Right now, Thoreau is the lowest chaser in the field. Right now, running in 39th. The others choose to pit now. So that's going to give the lead to Jeffrey Finguy. I'm lowering the pit stops to 2x, yet this still happens for some reason that I can't fix. Okay. Well, that's going to make 349 even more interesting. Probably part of Pasco's strategy. He might let the turn of death gobble Finguy, and he would be the new leader unless if Ryan Casey passes by the 48. So I think Pasco was thinking ahead of the turn of death, but if Finguy makes it, he might be in trouble. 3-wide battle for third. Whoa, Casey got a pretty bad start, but he rebounds a little bit. Now he's battling with two of Dylan Young for third place. Racing not really memorable in these turns, but unpredictableness again. You never know what happens at this track. This is truly a really unpredictable track. Things could happen. There's a lot of uphill and downhill battles. They've got to go through tough turns. Makes for some odd racing. Ooh, wow, Desiree Voiles. Lately, she's been having an obsession with spinning drivers out. She almost did so with Johnny Gardner. The turn of death coming up. Pasco's going to look out, but he's going to wait till the turn of death does its magic. We'll see if Finguy gets out of the track. Oh, Finguy hard on the apron, and he spins. And his strategy, Pasco's strategy to let Finguy take the bait, worked to perfection. No caution. By the way, no caution. They're going to keep racing. Sometimes they spin out, brought out yellow. Sometimes they don't. 10 to go. Levi Pasco has a good lead over Ryan Case, but he's going to have to, again, face the turn of death. Last time, Pasco barely made it through the turn of death. He went a little high, but he was able to keep his car in motion and able to keep it together. Dylan Young is third and LaPlante is fourth, so these two could make a splash and could possibly lock a spot into the championship at St. Joltis if one of them wins. Sachs running 8th, but he's battling with Mason Powers. Powers, you remember, in Auto Club, he was eliminated. And now he's trying to make up for it by getting a good top 10 finish today. Now he's battling with the 27 and 13. He's in a battle with them. There you see 42-26 in a battle. Benjamin Miles, another chaser, but he doesn't want to be the last one out. Levi Pasco against the Turn of Death with 10 to go. We'll see if he will make it out alive. Oh no, he really tried this time, but he can't do it. He really tried, actually. I saw him going a little bit above, and he tried. And Casey went high, and Dylan Young. What about that drive through the Turn of Death? He leads in an amazing fashion. Young is your leader. There'll be a caution. I just hope they don't get piled up again. Just gonna keep my eyes open. Ah, this always happens. Ah, man. Yeah, there's nothing I could do to fix that glitch from happening. It happens and I never see it. Well, I just saw it now, and I've got a feeling a lot of these drivers are gonna have damage after the caution is over. And look at this, Sean Harple is out of the race for the chase. He's 42nd, and I just didn't see him wreck out. Must have been in the pileup. I just saw, and he's out of the race. And he's out of the championship as well. Oh, what a heartbreak for Sean Harple. His championship hopes are gone. 42nd place finish. It comes to an end for him at 3:49. Seth Cole, Chloe Baker, JT Bryan out of the race. You recall last season Baker ran out of gas. She almost won this race, but ran out of fuel and just missed out on the chase. She isn't in the chase this season, and well, she's not going to repeat her success she had. Almost success, I should say, she had from last season. She ended up in 40th. We're back to green. And despite the pace car going on pit road as normal, sometimes the pace car doesn't go to pit road, and it makes for some wonky restarts. Dylan Young just didn't get a great jump. But with the road course at his advantage, though, it could make up for it. LaPlante's battling it out. This goes 3 wide in the Turn of Death. Wow, this would be it would be really chaotic. And John Fitzwater, Dylan Young are trying to keep it that way. Downhill. Let's see if Young will pull away downhill. Not quite. And now he finally clears them. There was a little scare there, but John Fitzwater goes from 4th to 2nd. But now it's time to face the Turn of Death. Will Dylan Young be a victim, or will it be Fitzwater? Oh, look at Fitzwater close in. He's going to have to wait till the Turn of Death to make his move. Oh, Young crashes. Young spins. Young just spun out of the Turn of Death. Wow, hard hit on the 2. And, well, it looks like he'll have to win another race to clinch a championship spot. It's going to be between Fitzwater and LaPlante. It looks like LaPlante's got him. LaPlante got him on the kink. 6 to go. And LaPlante is your leader. Great job by the 5 machine. He's trying to lock himself into the next round. Not in the next round. The championship round at St. Joltes. He might be one step closer to doing that. Again, pace car off pit road. Green flag. Perfect day for the pace car today. Last season, the pace car glitched out on us during a caution, which has never happened in a race before. I didn't even change any AI settings. It just happened. That's how unpredictable this track can be. I mean, even I couldn't control that. 4 to go. This race will end under caution, and as soon someone else just spins out. So we may have at least one more battle with the Turn of Death today. Will LaPlante survive, or will John Fitzwater become an underdog and possibly win for the first time in his career. Meanwhile, a good battle for third place, Ryan Casey and DJ Curtis. And Casey gets the position away. Casey's got it. Yeah. Third place goes to the 17. Now it's time to face the turn of death. Maybe for the last time. We'll see. LaPlante. Can he make it? Oh, he's up high. He makes it through barely. He just made it through. Any other victims? No victims. Oh, the 25 spins. Nichols spins. LaPlante has to pit. The yellow's gonna come out. DJ Curtis out front. Can you believe this? Wow. Curtis is the leader. And the caution came out to end the race. Oh, they thought they were going to keep it green, but Brandon Nichols spun. That's not going to happen. Oh, my goodness. Wacky finish. We're set up for 349. Let's see if Curtis stays out. He's going to stay out. He's going to try to win this race on fumes. This is all going to be about who has the best pit strategy. Through the turn of death for the final time. You never know what happens on this corner. Will Curtis have enough fuel to finish the race? It's been a pretty mediocre season for the 33, but if he wins, it could change all that. Shrigley would be the highest chaser in fourth. John Arnott, though, in third. Ponzer has to pit. He can't get there in time. Final corner for DJ Curtis. Arnott is out of gas. Is Curtis going to be out of fuel to the finish line? No. DJ Curtis wins at 349. He wins it on fumes, and John Arnott comes up to second. Great job. DJ Curtis just barely wins the race on fumes. Wow. A phenomenal finish to a great race at 349, but in the end it was DJ Curtis taking the win on fumes. Looks like the search for another championship competitor will live on another race. But boy, was it a great race to begin. He's going to celebrate by resting in the sand. Sean Harple eliminated after 349. A sad end to his promising season, but it was just not to be for the 31 machine. Our next race will be the Old Spice Classic, but just a little note, it will not be at Old Spice Speedway. We're moving to Richmond. Pole One Cup is going back to Richmond, and hopefully the racing there is pretty good. So we'll see you guys at Richmond, and Curtis is your winner. Harple is eliminated. See you at Richmond.